say are the defining traits of
Uh, I think like what makes them special is the answers they have built into their system. Like Jason Moss is a lot of experience as a quarterback in this league, more experience as a coach in this league, coached with other great coaches, and he's taken pieces of each system he's been in and kind of made it his own, and they have built-in answers. So if you overplay something, they know how to get out of that and avoid that trouble and then potentially, right, make it hard on you somewhere else.
All right. Okay. You guys haven't seen Davis Alexander yet. He hasn't seen your defense yet. Talk about the advantages and disadvantages of that.
Well, he played half the game, the second half of the game we played him last year,
Last year.
right? So the
Oh,
big
okay.
crazy win game where the
Yeah.
field goal at the end.
Yeah.
So he finished that game. So we did actually play against him now again. He's much improved since then, much more comfortable within the system, and I think one of the things that beyond his arm talent is his athleticism, right? He's able to, when things aren't there, use his legs to kind of buy time, create opportunities for his receivers and/or create opportunities for himself. So uh, you can take one element away, maybe you take the pass away, but now you got to be able to take care of that next step, that next chess move they make when he decides to break the pocket.
Given his relative inexperience, how important are wrinkles for a guy like that?
Well, we believe in wrinkles,
You do.
right? We have a lot of wrinkles, and I believe that that's a big part of why we have success is every time a quarterback plays against us, there's no real other template to follow. They got to study us. And we change week in and week out. We trade pieces week in and week out. And I think we're at a point now where everybody has a good understanding of how to fit in the different places in the system. And, we're going to try to make it hard on them that way.
How would you describe Montreal's receivers?
A really good mix of guys that are all bought in, right? So they all run block. They all, motion hard, waggle hard. They run their routes hard, and that's a testament to receivers that care about each other. Because it's always, when the receiver's getting the ball, they usually run their routes hard. When they're not getting the ball is where you find out the guys that really bought into the system. Because you got to run it hard to maybe open up space for somebody else. But that takes a lot of effort when you're not getting the ball. So they're all bought in, they all block, and they don't seem to mind who gets the glory. So that makes them a challenge.
It feels like a variety of types of receiver. I don't know if you also agree with that.
Yes, you have, Sneed and Phil Pott, who are dangerous in space, both very quick, screen threats. You've got Mac, Rambo, who are long striders, big play type guys. And again, they all block. They can all, all take part in that screen game. So there's balance, but then there's different body types, and they do have different roles within the system.
There's kind of a saying in playoff hockey that a great goalie can take over a game. The way your defense is playing right now, do you feel kind of the same way about your defense heading into the playoffs?
Well, I think that was, from day one, is always give our offense and our special teams an opportunity to win late, right? We'll hold it together no matter what's going on, right? We haven't always been able to do that this year, but each week I think we've gotten a little bit better, a little bit closer to being the defense we want to be. And, this week, hopefully we can put that all together.
You feel like the guys are kind of peaking at the right time, though? I think you guys have held the opposition to 14 points per game in your last 5 weeks.
Yeah, like I say, we're trending in the right direction, right? All of that's for this moment here. All of that's for this moment is win or go home.
Can you tell us about Tony Jones, what he's meant to this team, what he's meant to your defense? The numbers speak for themselves, but, maybe even beyond that.
So the first thing I think about when it comes to Tony Jones is in a game where everybody plays hard, his effort stands out above and beyond everybody else. Like the way he runs to the ball, his effort in pursuit, right? His desire to get better every week, his physicality, he stands out that way. And like that type of energy, he can lead by example. So without having to say anything, you see him run to the ball, you see him run to the ball again. It's hard not to rally behind that.
about Redha Kramdi when Evan was named MODP? He's like, well, honestly, I think Redha should have got it. So how important is he to this defense? What do you think Evan would have said?
Yeah, if you ask either one, they would have been. I think they would have been fine with the other guy getting it. Redda's contributions can't be overstated. He's an extension of me on the field, right? He has the best understanding of what we do. There's not one position on the field he doesn't understand, front or back. His flexibility to play different spots and or help people get lined up in different spots. There's so much value he brings that you'd never recognize because it's just his voice doing the work, not necessarily his body. But he's special.
You sensing anything different this time right now, going to a playoff game, or just another week?
No, man. I guess, here we've you know how
Yes.
you know how the Blue Bombers are, how we stay in the moment and we kind of stay on task that way. Well, this is that moment, right? It's that just wanting to be here, one more practice together, one more chance to get better, right? This is our last day 2. Okay, we'll be moving on to day 3. That'll be our last day 3. We'll let the chips fall on Saturday, and if we're fortunate enough to win, I'll say the same thing next day 1.
See you, White.